PM Tun Dr Mahathir Mohamad says that China Communications Construction Co. will refund 1 billion ringgit of the 3.1 billion ringgit advance payment for Phase 2 of the mega ECRL project. The refund will be made within the month. Mahathir also clarifies that the reduction in the cost of the ECRL has nothing to do with obtaining the location of fugitive Lotek Jo. Under the new supplementary agreement, the 640 km project will proceed at a lower cost of 44 billion ringgit, compared with the original price tag of 65.5 billion ringgit. According to Mahathir, if Malaysia had decided to terminate the project, the government would have had to pay 21.78 billion ringgit in penalties with nothing to show for it. Jolo is widely believed to be seeking refuge in China. However, Mahathir says that the government will seek the help of the Chinese government if it turns out that he is hiding out in the country. At this point in time, operational details for the ECRL, including ticket prices, still have yet to be finalized. According to Mahathir, CCCC has agreed to participate in the ops and maintenance of the ECRL through a 50-50 JV company. CCCC role will be as technical support, and it will also shoulder part of the operational risk once the project is completed. The PM says that the current arrangement eases the financial burden on Malaysia, which previously had to bear the entire O&M cost. The ECRL is expected to be completed in 2026. Prestriang is taking Putrajaya to court over the termination of the National Immigration Control System project. The company is asking for 732.86 million ringgit. Crystarium says the amount is based on the contractual formula provided for in the concession agreement. It decided to file the suit after both sides failed to reach an agreement on the quantum to be paid by the government after a few rounds of negotiation. Crystarium emphasized that it has never defaulted on the CA, which it believes was fair and reasonable. The company claims that it had incurred substantial expenses in extensive technical studies and works on the project since 2014. It has also entered into numerous third-party contracts in preparation for the execution of the project. To recap, Prestriang had secured the 3.5 billion ringgit skin project from the previous government back in August 2017. The project was for a 15-year concession to design and manage a new immigration and border control system. In December last year, the Pakatan Harapan government decided to scrap the project to save government funds. Dato Sri Najib Razak's SRC trial entered its second day, with the reveal that Bank Negara Malaysia had raided an M-Bank branch in 2015 to obtain details on Najib's personal bank accounts. At that point in time, Najib was still PM and Finance Minister. Bank Negara Investigation Officer Azizul Adzani Abdul Ghaffar testified that he was part of a group of 3 BNM officers that conducted the raid over suspected offences committed under AMLA. From the raid, Bank Negara seized 8 folders with information relating to the opening of 4 accounts under Najib's name, 3 SRC accounts and 1 of SRC subsidiary Gadingan Mentari. Azizul is the second witness called by the prosecution to testify. Najib's lead defence counsel Tan Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdullah says the prosecution has to prove that the ex-PM had full knowledge that the funds channeled into his account were dirty. He says that the prosecution has to prove that Najib was complicit and that he was part of the conspiracy. LPI Capital saw a modest uptick in the first quarter of FY19 earnings, as net profit improved by 6.4% to 77.2 million ringgit. Revenue rose by 3.1% to 392.7 million ringgit from 381 million ringgit a year ago. Chairman Tan Sri Teng Hun Piao says that despite a challenging operating environment, the group still managed to better its performance during the quarter. LPI's wholly owned subsidiary Loanpax PBT improved by 3.5%, but its gross written premium dropped 4.6%. There says this was partly due to the absence of government infrastructure projects and compressed premium pricing. Moving forward, there says the main challenges remain global economic uncertainty and the ongoing liberalization of the local insurance market. However, the government's plan to proceed with the implementation of some mega infrastructure projects would help to spur demand for insurance coverage. Petronas is making an international foray into renewable energy with the acquisition of Singapore-based M+ Energy Solutions. The national oil and gas company has inked an agreement with global infrastructure investor I2 Capital for the acquisition. Petronas President and Group CEO Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin says the deal reflects the company's strategic intent to grow in the renewable energy space. This is part of its strategy to step out beyond oil and gas into the new energy business. He adds that the deal also represents its first international solar venture. According to I2 Capital's founding partner, Gautam Bandari, M+ has grown by over 400% annually under I2 Capital. Established in 2013, M+ has a portfolio of distributed renewable energy assets in Asia.